Yo, what's up guys? We have a little response here from Jagex about the Halloween update. This is a hotfix that's gone into the game, so it's here now, it's already active, and it is around the thing that the noise that people were making about the Hodments and just the Halloween event in general. Now they've addressed the Hodments thing overall, but not really anything else. So we're going to read through this so you guys are up to date with stuff. I always cover the news. It's a nice, quick, easy video for me, but also a lot of people don't really realize that they post this stuff and then they want to keep up with it and they're like, oh wait, something's changed. So this is the changes. So there's a hotfix update 18th of October, which is today obviously, and there's a TLDR here, so we'll read this first for you guys that want to just listen to this and then click off, and then we'll read through the rest. So TLDR: 25 Hodments from every pumpkin you smash is now the way it's going to be, whereas it used to be 5 from some pumpkins, not all of them. So this is definitely better. 25 Hodments for every pumpkin is definitely better in helping you get the rewards that you wanted. You're going to get 1,000 Hodments just from when you next log into the event. This seems purely like trying to sweeten everybody up sort of thing. There's no reason for them to have done this. I guess it's kind of like a back pay from the previous bit of the event. Like, oh, you probably would have had about 1,000 from now, so it's a bit of a back pay, so this is kind of nice too. Then non-anime players will keep sweet enhancers, and any left will convert to oddments after the event ends. So cool. Right, so this is a step in the right direction. It's good. There's still a few things that kind of need addressing, and the bigger issues that as people were talking about that haven't been addressed with this. This is the Hodments thing being fixed, and definitely good, but a little bit more would have been thing. And they've not addressed anything about the content buff with the pumpkin mask and stuff like that. Also the insane treasure hunter rates and whatnot, and what was the other thing? The events not being able to be completed. Maybe they're all right now with the 5-minute timer, probably are, but let's just read through this thing. So it says, after looking at the data in your feedback, we're going to be buffing the amount of Hodments players receive from smashing pumpkins today. Every pumpkin smash will now provide 25 Hodments alongside any other rewards stashed within. This should help regular and irons pick up some items from the Hodment store. Good. We'll also be providing everyone who logs in during the event an additional bundle of 1,000 Hodments as an extra nudge towards something seasonally spooky that you've been saving for. With these adjustments in mind, we won't be enabling conversions of sweet enhancers to Hodments. We'll leave those for you to enjoy at leisure, on top of Hodments you'll be picking up. If you still got sweet enhancers in your bank or inventory at the end of the event, these will be converted to regular oddments as with the previous iterations of enhancers. This is fine. Makes sense, but it's a little bit crazy to me that you go from 5 every now and again to 25 every pumpkin now. Come on, did you do the math at all, or was this it seems like it was either you just picked a random number from thin air and went, yeah, probably fine, or you went, you know what, if it's less, people are going to spend more on keys to get more, and we'll see if the community kicks up a fuss. If they do, then we'll go ahead and do this. Now, it's fine that they've listened to the feedback and they've adjusted to it, but are we going to have to make noise and a big kick up a fuss every single time that they release something because they're trying to make it so that it's more incentivized for MTX and just hoping that we don't make a fuss about it? They should know by now that putting something in like this that is just so against the player's interest and just basically sending people towards MTX instead of actually adding an event that people can enjoy, then obviously people are going to kick up a fuss about it. So I guess they got their first few days of people who just go and spend stuff on Treasure Hunter. This is going to now annoy those people probably a little bit because they're like, well, I bought all this stuff already and now you're doing this, so kind of sucks for them. So it'd be nice if they just did this in the first place, if it was just when it launched into the game, it was how it should be and it just worked well and people were happy. Anyway, design intent. This year we also had to try providing some level of access to irons to pick up a few items from the store by awarding some Hodments. We decided to try this so we could award something in place of the sweet enhancers, as well as closing the gap on Hodments obtainable for free between irons and standard players using deli keys. The event's gameplay is all about smashing pumpkins in or out of parties. Every item except for the pumpkin beret, as a pumpkin party exclusive, can be collected by standard players and irons through pumpkin smashing. The incoming buff rates will make sure you can grab more items from the store, but pumpkin smashing remains the main way to get the Halloween cosmetics. We've also made sure all the new Halloween cosmetics are tradable, including to irons, so you can nab them in the future if you miss out on anything. Hodments drops are how we've tried to consider irons in the design of the event, and we'll continue to look for ways to include Iron Man players with the gameplay aspect events moving forward. Hodmans drops are one of the ways we've looked at to how to empower Iron Man players. Is this just repeated? To engage with these events and pick up cosmetic rewards. We look forward to seeing you all smashing those pumpkins, enjoy those pumpkin parties. So this was obvious, that, right? Of course, the way that you would get the rewards is through smashing the pumpkins first, probably on Treasure Hunter as well, and then Hodmans is like a little backup thing. Hodmans have always been a little backup thing, you know, a little extra for when you've used Treasure Hunter keys and that sort of thing. But putting the Hodmans there and having the rewards available for Hodmans isn't necessarily just so you can say, oh, yeah, a little extra, because you've put them in as 35,000 Hodman tokens on the store. You know, people are going to be like, okay, to get 35,000 Hodmans, I'm going to need to spend this many keys. Like, you know, that's going to happen. And so there's another reason why it's been added there, right? But overall, I mean, this is definitely a good thing. It's nice that they've adjusted it. I don't really get how it can be so far from what it was initially at, though, and why it has to take people to go crazy on Reddit, people to like just get pissed off about it all the time for it to be adjusted. It's kind of frustrating. I don't know. You wish it would just come into the game as it's supposed to be. But that's pretty much it. There's not really much else for me to say about this. Let me know what you think in the comments about it. They haven't addressed the content buff on the mask, the Halloween mask, which is probably one of people's most issues, is that there's the empowered mask or enhanced mask, whatever, the pumpkin one, and it gives you infinite candles, which more or less makes it so that you don't need to use candles anymore. It's a buff for necromancy, and it's a pay to win item. It's very, very small. The quality of life is tiny, but it is there. So that is another thing that would be interesting if they addressed this, because it's kind of like the content buffs that we wanted to remove from Hero Pass. It's not like it's just been thrown in, and while you could get it from the pumpkins itself, you know, fine, you could definitely do that. It's not something that everybody's going to be able to get. And yes, you could say that people can buy this on the Grand Exchange later on. It's like 700 mil, 800 mil. That's not the majority of players. Let's be honest, we know that majority of players do not have that kind of money. And also I've heard people saying about Iron Men as well, that it's a bit interesting that Iron Men can buy this on the Grand Exchange with GP and then get a buff from an MTX event that then buffs in necromancy. It doesn't feel very Iron Man-y. Now, I don't play Iron Man, so I'm not going to be able to really comment on this that much. You'll have to let me know in the comments whether you think this is an actual thing to think about or not. But I don't know, just strange that you would add something in. Obviously, it's it sells more because it's got an effect in game. But we didn't want content buffs. We don't want MTX cosmetics to have buffs like this as well. So yeah. Anyway, that's what's happening right now. Pretty much it. Catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.